When I was in school, I took both regular classes and advanced classes, and you could see the difference in curriculums. When I was in advanced classes, you more so got to go on field trips and even at a separate library. So definitely more resources, I feel like, an opportunity were allocated to kids that were on the advanced track. The book that kind of opened my eyes that I read when I was
The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, the Clippers, for now at least, are still tenants at the Staples Center. But former team superstar and analyst for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, who used to play for the Clippers at the end of his career, said the atmosphere at their games now matches that of the Lakers, adding, "This excitement for two teams in the same city, I don't know when that's happened in basketball. It's pretty amazing." Guys?
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. Playoff seeding is so important here. Let's have a look out west. Taking a look at the Lakers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out the Clippers, sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And you know, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Chris Paul is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Bridges out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Robinson in at the two guard. Thompson against Robinson. The pass to Nurkic. Now Doncic. When we think of these teams, we think offense. Doris, what kind of game do you anticipate this being?
Well, from a fan's perspective, this is going to be a ton of fun. Fast-paced, high skill level. Now, the coaches who love defense, they may not be happy by the end of the night, but we're going to have a good time.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Chris Paul. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Bucks. Up top, Doncic, covered by Rubio. Doncic kicks to Robinson. Off target from three-point range. Thompson outside, shoots the three, sinks the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Harris against Doncic. Left side, Davis. Back to Bridges. Second chance shot, and it's Davis laying it in.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here is Harris. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Thompson's got 5.
Boy, showing off his versatility. Klay Thompson attacking the interior of this defense.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here is Davis. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
And we can't forget his dominance on defense, guys. His shot blocking altered the entire game.
And he recovers it. He cleansed that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Thompson for three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Nurkic. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside, Robinson. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Harris. Doncic, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Butler deciding where to go with it. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Robinson up top, covered by Rubio. They get it back, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Butler passes to Thompson. Pass to Rubio. Lakers passing it around. Valanciunas dishes to Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Rubio outside. Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now, here's Doncic. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Davis finds Bridges. Butler with the steal. Thompson outside. Rubio outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 6.
Indoors, we talk often about the toughness of Klay Thompson, something that is in this young man's genes.
No doubt, Greg. His dad, Michael, rock solid both mentally and physically. Remember, Michael, a 2-time NBA champion in his own right. Such an advantage for Klay to grow up in an environment of winning.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Now here is Davis. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Rubio. Fades. 4 on the shot clock. Scooped up. Nurkic laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Now, here is Robinson after the miss from Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, a bit reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't afford to pick up a third.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Lakers leading by 5. Rubio outside. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now, here's Rubio. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Robinson against Thompson. Now here's Butler, guarded closely. No good from Valanciunas. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Boy, terrific hands in anticipation. Rubio kick-starts the break.
Doncic against Rubio. Passes to Robinson. And here is Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
And like the greats before him, AD has taken the time to develop all aspects of his game. You have to respect that.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's Wiggins. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
How about the quick jump and 7-foot wingspan of Wiggins? Just major advantage on the offensive glass.
And here is Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Back to Rubio. The pass to Butler. Shoots over Bridges. They get it back. And the basket by Rubio. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And what you love about Ricky Rubio is his motor never stops. This guy does such a great job keeping plays alive.
Now here's Davis. He has 6. Bridges with it. 5 on the clock. Over Nance. Bridges misses. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to Rubio. Bridges against Wiggins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Wiggins from outside, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside, Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers leading by 14. Wiggins outside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Trent can't hit. It's been a very successful stretch for him.
I mean, you are so right. This is quite a run they're on.
Here's Wiggins, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Doncic.
And the problem for Wiggins, a former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
And the Clippers call time here. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
1:27 left in the first. Pass to Galloway. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Rubio, the pass to Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. It's his first trip to the line.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Well, you simply must respect the intelligence and all-around skill of Jimmy Butler. This guy has become elite on both ends of the floor, and he's done it by putting in the work.
Here's Galloway. Pass to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wiggins kicks to Rubio. He dishes it to McDermott. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 19. Down low, McDermott with a steal. Outside Butler. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Doug McDermott is out there with Nance. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Bogdanovich wide open. Off target with his three. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Here's Trent. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Lakers. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Marketed, absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Lakers leading by 22. Here's Paul. His last outing, 16 points for him. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Some teams live and die by the three. Let's check out the best. The Lakers, number one. Fifth, the Clippers.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Galloway. No points in the game yet for him. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas. Paul looking around, kicks to Valanciunas. From outside the arc, a three-pointer, Wiggins. Offensive rebound, Nurkic with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. From deep. Wiggins with the rebound. Lakers leading by 22. To the middle. Here's Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
Can we remember that Klay Thompson once put 37 in a single 12-minute stretch of NBA basketball? We know he can fill it up.
Outside, Bogdanovich. To the inside, here's Trent. Bank shot, no good. Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Wiggins missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Galloway. Left side, Markkanen. Over Valanciunas. Paul grabs the board.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Got that one up quick. 13 points in the game.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Timeout.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
So, for the Clippers, Davis comes in for Markkanen, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Langston Galloway. The Lakers also with a sub. Harris is checked in. On the wing, Doncic, defended by Paul. And the pass to Trent. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. Trent got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harris outside. Thompson for the triple. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Wiggins outside. Paul finds Thompson. Thompson is double. Back to Paul. Lakers working the ball around now. Clock at 6. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Trent. Back to Doncic. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. DA, thank you. Well, the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Paul. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Clippers making a switch here. Here's Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Doncic passes to Davis. Now Nurkic. And here's Doncic from the arc. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Now here's Paul. Shoots from 8. It's rebounded by Doncic. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Bridges leading the charge. Over in the corner, Doncic.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first free throw is good.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
So it's the Lakers now. 16-point lead. Now here's Paul. Inside, Valanciunas. The Clippers grab the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Bridges. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Trent over Thompson. Trent can't hit. Thompson dishes to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wide open. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Goes back up. And Valanciunas with the layup. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Here's the floater. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Passes it to Valanciunas. Harris trying to get free. Off with the layup. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Outside for Davis. Buries it from three-point range. Davis has got 9.
And now that he has the long ball, it's really making Davis unguardable. His growth offensively, incredible.
Thompson from long range. And he's good on the 3 ball.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Doncic passes to Bridges. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Up top, Doncic, defended by Paul. Back to Doncic. And there's the pass to Bridges. Here's Trent. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Bridges' shot, good.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Paul passes to Thompson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5, and that one, good. He's got 11.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Valanciunas passes to Harris. Now the dish to Wiggins. Kicks it to Paul. This one for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
That one off the back iron and out.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Doncic passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And this guy does it all. Davis is as complete an offensive player as we have in our league.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
The Lakers making a switch here. Larry Nance is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Doug McDermott comes in for Tobias Harris. Butler, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Chris Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Pass to Butler. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his 2nd foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Now here's Butler. 6 points for him. Rubio outside. Shoots over Doncic.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
It's Robinson high post. It's up against Thompson. Robinson dishes to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Doncic passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to McDermott. To the paint. Here's Thompson. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic passes to Davis. No good from outside. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Rubio with it. He's got 9. Passes it to Thompson. Over Doncic. The fadeaway J off the mark.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, what do you like about the way the team's playing so far?
We're competitive right now. We're going after it. Every possession, we're going home.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what you think?
We've seen Klay Thompson go off. Incredible form on the jumper, the quick release. Doesn't need to dominate the ball to get his points.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Anthony Davis is out there with Bridges. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Very difficult to break up the concentration for Jimmy Butler. This guy on the interior, he has a sense for how to score it.
Robinson for three. They grab their own miss. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And a moment here to check out some numbers for Nurkic. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's around 10 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
So it's the Lakers now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Butler dishes to Valanciunas. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Luka Doncic.
When Valanciunas forces the issue like that, he is really tough to handle. He does a good job drawing contact.
The Lakers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
You know this. There's a long history of great players coming out of Lithuania, and Valanciunas right there with the best of them. Remember, back in 2012, this guy was the MVP of the Lithuanian Basketball League.
So he gets them both. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Doncic passes to Nurkic. And here's Davis for three. Rebound the Lakers. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside Robinson. Back to Doncic. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Doncic kicks to Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges and Valanciunas with the block.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Here's Butler. And finally they hit one. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Now, here is Robinson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now the pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Doncic passes to Robinson. Here's Bridges.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Thompson. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Davis. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Butler with the steal. The numbers in their favor. Paul, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 17. All going up court, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Pass to Harris. Now here's Thompson. Back to Harris. Paul for three. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Paul's got 5.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Now here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Here's Bridges. Dishes it to Davis. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Well, the superior size of Valanciunas makes that alley-oop just a bit easier, but the timing terrific as well.
Here's Robinson after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Robinson against Harris, and the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And here's Davis for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Bridges against Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 20. Doncic bounce pass. And here's Davis for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Down low. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Lakers. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, when the playmaking duties fall to Jimmy Butler, he is more than capable.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Robinson passes to Doncic. There's the feed to Nurkic. He gets it in there. Nurkic has got his second basket.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
To the middle, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Now, here's Doncic. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Davis in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Wiggins passes to Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And the Clippers making a change here. Markkanen's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Larry Nance is checked in for Valanciunas. Davis finds Doncic. Outside Robinson. Back to Doncic. Over Paul. Nance with the rebound. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Doncic. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Doncic has got 11.
I mean, you have to chase Luka off that three-point line. This guy is capable of hurting you from there.
Outside Butler. It's deflected. Nance in the post. Davis is on him. Nance passes to Butler. The second chance effort. Bridges with the board. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Ahead, the finish. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Robinson. He's got 13.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Right side, Butler. Inside, Nance dishes to Harris. Over Markkanen. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Out to the right wing. Robinson kicks to Doncic. Davis, the pass to Doncic. Back to Davis. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Markkanen finds Davis. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That'll be his second foul of the game. McDermott's checked in for Harris. Markkanen dishes to Bogdanovic. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
And so Bogdanovic kills both of them. Lakers leading by 21. Wiggins outside. He kicks it to Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
The Lakers have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And so Paul nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Clippers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Here's Trent, covered by Wiggins. Doncic right side. Count that one.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Lakers shooting here about 46% of the game. Butler against Bogdanovic. Over in the corner, Paul. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
Passes it to Trent. Davis inside, covered by Nance. Shot from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers. Nance has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, like his father, Larry Jr. plays well above the rim.
And Greg, this is a young guy who can go over you, through you, and when he's airborne, this is one of the scariest players to challenge at the rim.
Now here's Wiggins. Bogdanovic missing his last shot. To the inside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Doncic passes to Davis. Back to Doncic. Outside Bogdanovic. The pass to Markkanen. Outside, Bogdanovich. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 10 points in the game.
Well, no from Bogdanovich in the catch-and-shoot situation. Beautiful.
Paul outside. Outside, Butler. Back to Paul. Fires the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Doncic outside. But they get it back. Here's Davis. Pass to Trent. Launches it. And another three for the Clippers.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
That's a two from Paul. It counts.
Hit.
And the foul.
That's good.
Doncic. And
Hit.
so he's picked up
Good
his
shot.
final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Thanks to Galloway's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers have made a mistake at the line yet 10 of 10.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
I am very confident that Chris Paul is a future Hall of Famer, not only accomplished between the lines for well over a decade, both offensively and defensively, but years and years of service for the good of the game.
Markkanen, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Paul outside. Pass to Thompson. Over Bogdanovich. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 26 points.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Larry Nance out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's McDermott. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Wiggins in at the 1. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Off target from outside.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Galloway finds Bogdanovich. The 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Passes to Trent. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Trent's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's an 18-point game. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. So it's the Lakers now. Thompson way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lakers leading by 18. That's tipped.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
Wiggins kicks to Thompson. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Galloway, the pass to Trent. Outside, Bogdanovich. That three off the mark. The Lakers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. There's the pass to McDermott. Rebound by Nurkic. Clippers trail by 18. And now the Clippers on the break. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Thompson. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. On the wing, Thompson. Thompson is double. Nance passes to McDermott. Offline with his three.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Trent. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harris is checked in for the Lakers. Paul comes in for Doug McDermott. Lakers leading by 15. And the Lakers call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last time out, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Pass to Galloway. A three ball. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pulls it up. No good off the back of the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And stolen by Harris. Thompson outside. Paul outside. Pass to Thompson. From deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game. Clippers trail by 20. Galloway taking his time here. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Rejected by Harris.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Galloway. He dishes it to Nurkic. The pass to Markkanen. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's the teardrop. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Harris outside. Misses off the left iron. The Clippers shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Wiggins against Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 2. Here's Trent. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Here's Valanciunas. Count it. Good.
And I like the physicality on that play by Jonas Valanciunas. Simply powers through the contact, showing he can give it as well as take it.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Nurkic kicks to Bridges. Here's Galloway, and he hits the jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his third foul of the game. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ball against Jones. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Outside, Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Wiggins is checked in for the Lakers.
Two shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The dish to Valanciunas. Pass to Thompson. Here's Harris. He's guarded by Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Clippers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Pass to Nurkic. Makes it off the glass.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Feeds it to Harris. 5 to shoot. Butler against Bridges. And that one's good by Butler.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Back to Korkmaz. Nurkic finds Davis. Passes it to Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
Two.
That free throw, no good.
After winning 2 championships in college at Villanova before turning pro, I think Mikal Bridges has the next championship in his sights. That's an NBA title.
And the Clippers making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Maledon's checked in. And he sinks the second. Here's Maledon. Thompson outside. Now the pass to Butler. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Listen, you've got to be aware of Klay Thompson at the rim. I know he can shoot from range, but this guy's got size and finishing ability.
Pass to Bogdanovich from downtown. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Maledon passes to Thompson. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Davis for the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Davis has got 20 points.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And the foul called on Bogdanovich. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Is jacked in. The Lakers with the ball. Butler in the corner. Launches a three. Ntilikina can't hit. Clippers trail by 20. Robinson kicks to Bogdanovich. And the three off target. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got 36.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Bogdanovich passes to Davis. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Lakers leading by 23.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Good on both. Now Robinson. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
The pass to Valanciunas. On the wing, Thompson. And the Lakers get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Caruso, the pass to Thompson. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kaminsky is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Nance comes in for Tobias Harris. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Thompson. And Maledon subbed in for Jimmy Butler. The Clippers' shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Korkmaz, and they pick up 2.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Lakers leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year. So tonight we'll make it 46.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Klay Thompson.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
No good on that one. That one is no good. The Lakers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Pass to Kaminsky. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. No good there. Now here's Maledon. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Korkmaz. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton.